Klawndyke, everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layouts sprawling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale night, steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar, steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layouts sprawling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale night, steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar, steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everyone's doing good this morning. I started at 10. I think from now on it'll be 11 o'clock. It is what it is. How are we all doing? Good morning, Troy. Good morning, Paul. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I'm looking at my screen and I get to see, it shows how many people are here, but of course I have more than one. How's everyone doing? Everyone made it through April 1st? I know, it was just a big joke, wasn't it? This morning we're going to talk about, let's see if I get my cameras done right. Yeah, that works. Let's see if I can see what I'm doing here. Here. We're going to assemble. A matter of fact, last night I just finished up on this. This is my second. First one is right down here. There's a couple small things I had to fix, but I'm extremely happy with this one. It's a good looking module. This is it's the double, so it's a double wide. And then it has the 1-inch drop, so you can use the 1-inch foam, and it's level all the way across. But it gives you the opportunity to dig in, and you can do ditches along the railways and stuff. So it's a fun module. Eddie actually did one, and he put a big pond in the back with a bunch of fall color trees, and it looked really good, especially when you looked at the module at an angle and you got to see the trees and the reflections. It looked like a pond. It was pretty cool. So that's what we're gonna work on today. Let's see, audio and everything's good. Good morning, Ross. It's a good day. I woke up. I'm happy. It's a good day. Get to spend a day with you guys and my kids and my family. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Let's see. If we can get an audio is okay, that would be great. I'd be happy. I know the past few videos we've been having audio issues, and it's still a learning experience. Thank you, Paul. I think I've got it nailed down now. Apparently my computer sees, with all the cameras and stuff, my computer sees like 6 microphones, and it just randomly picks one. Good morning, Dave. How are we doing? Good, I hope. Good morning. Awesome beans. We are doing good this morning. I wish I had more. Had a good time at Seegers over the weekend. Didn't do a live. We need to figure out the internet there, because if I'm using my phone, it's hit and miss, and I don't want to give you guys quality. So if anything, I'll start recording. I suck at making videos themselves. I love doing the live, because to me this feels more one-on-one, and you get what you get. So hopefully when we're putting this together today, there's no mistakes, because if there is, you guys get to see it. So this one I have not. This is my second iteration of the drop. I made a few changes to really tighten it up, so we get to see if I did it right. Let's go ahead and crack this one open. Oh. Switch cameras here. Should we do table YouTube? No, we don't want to do table YouTube. Yeah, there's a fun one. That looks good. Okay, I need for the first time, I'm not 100% ready. Where is my, there it is. My box opener. My nephew gave me this. That's the coolest little knife. It's a steam engine. It's 2442. I can't read the rest. Goldwyn Mullet, 1909. So we're gonna dig right into this. Audio and video is good for a change. I like to hear that. We're getting there. I kind of miss having a producer in the mornings, but it is what it is. We'll get Andrew back in the mornings come late fall. But Andrew and I, we do have a show on Fridays. We pretty much talk about techs and trains. I had an interesting experience with one of my resin printers. But we'll get into that one another day. So anything exciting going on out in the world? Anyone doing some new railroading or laser cutting, CNCing? Oh, that reminds me. I haven't had a chance to play with my CNC for a long time until last night. Let's put it this way. It's been so long that somehow the tubes inside my spindle ended up corroded, which I don't understand how that could happen, because I only use distilled water. So it plugged up the water flow. I was able to clean it out with a little vinegar. Let's see here. Overhead zoom. Oh, I know, right? Now there's there's some really cool things coming around the corner in the N scale world. There's only so much I can say, but what I would recommend is pay attention to like N scale Train Boy to see what's coming up. I do believe I have a link to his channel down below. And once it's yeah, I can't wait to talk about that stuff. Oh, thanks for egging it on. Where are we here? Let's go overhead. I should turn that camera around. Can I do that? Let's see if we can flip this camera. Give me 1 second. That will allow me to flip it. Oops, I need my keyboard. This way it'll look proper to you guys. Oh, is that right? Zip. That's kind of a cool deal. How's that? That way, when I read it, you read it the same way. Out of all the modules to build, this one's a little trickier. Honestly, I want to say maybe a little bit more than the 6-inch drop canyon. So we get in the kit. Is we get the two sides, right and left, and we get a center brace. I like making sure all my modules have extra bracing if need be. Then we have the road bed. So nice. We have the front and the rear. Check out that logo. I get back to. Oh, Heath, good morning, sir. No, I do not. I never do. I it's always like flying by the seat of my pants. I'm pretty sure you know exactly how that goes. The nice thing is I have a good idea of these, just for the fact that I actually designed them up and cut them out, and hopefully it goes together like it should. I'm pretty sure it will. Now these I just leave in. I don't know if you could use those little square things for maybe like crates or boxes. They're not in all, but I figured why not? Let's see, it's a little, I don't know if you can see it or how well. So these are the little pieces that are cut out. It's kind of like a scrap. I have a box of these things, but they'd make the neatest little crates. So I leave those in. If you guys want me to leave more in, like all of them, I can do that too if you think you can use them. I don't want them to be a nuisance either. Let's see here. How's that side view looking? Now, where this one becomes tricky is when you're assembling the centerpiece, and then you're going with the 1-inch drop off the road bed. Let's go ahead and start with that. Let's see. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the outside pieces and the center support. Take these and set them aside. Of course, that's your center. Put these in so you can pass wires through without having hanging underneath. So if you want to do some really cool stuff on top, put some lights or signals. We're going to start with the two sides. Where's my set of supports? And hopefully we can do this within the hour. I'm pretty sure we can. I'm still looking up and seeing that. No, Heath, I do not. But that's what makes the day kind of unique in its own way. Okay, and then we have a bag with our feet, our legs, and our inserts. And I have a project coming up, and it'll be focused on design. So I will make a few subtle changes on these, actually on all my modules, but it'll be on the side pieces, and it's going to be a place where you're not going to notice it, but you'll end up with 2 extra holes on the side. And we'll leave that alone. Let's see. Okay. My favorite glue for this is Tight Bond. It's a wood glue it soaks in, and it bonds really good. For some reason, this is plugged. My son uses this and forgets to close it, And I hate to say it, I'm as bad as my son sometimes. Is that it? There we go. We got gluage. And you're going to need blue tape. I love this stuff. That's it. This is all you need. So when you get a module and you assemble it, pretty much just a roll of blue tape and some good glue. I recommend this, not hot glue, guys. Yes, I've seen it. Super glue. If you only when you're using it with white glue, super glue, what happens is over time it crystallizes and it weakens. It's decent on plastics. So let's get into this. We're going to put this up on the front with the good looking logo. Yeah. It's kind of fun. I tried doing bullets. I'll get an idea or adjust what I want to talk about. Just some, I guess they could be used for barrels. And then go for it. So it makes it fun. And then instead of being stuck on a script, I can follow along with you guys too. So it's a little more interactive. I love doing this, but I'm doing it also for you guys. Okay. Oh, there it is. I just thought I forgot something. So right off the bat, what I like to do is I'll add the feet in. We're going to set some glue on here. I'm going to go around the perimeter wherever the wood they meet, wherever the supports meet, or the top. And we'll just kind of lightly glue it up, making sure those are facing the right direction. I like putting these out. Let's see. I'm just getting the main frame for now. So I got a, oh, where'd it go? Yeah, I have a engine sitting over here. I don't mind used equipment. I love going to trade shows and getting deals and bargains. One thing I've noticed, especially if you're getting a good deal, expect something, might be awry. There we go. This one here is beautiful BNS engine, but the back coupler is glued into place, glued solid, so you can't pull. You'll rip the next car, the following car, right off the track. I can pull it from the front. Front's perfect, just not the back. Good morning, sir. If you first don't succeed, keep sucking. Amen, brother. Amen. And I'm going to have fun the whole way, and I'm not going to give up. I love that. That is good. Oh, if you don't first succeed, try again. Then quit knowing you're a damn fool about it, right? Hey, I'm just going to go with the flow, man. Let's have fun. Laugh at my mistakes. Learn from them, actually. That's even better. If you learn from my mistakes, you're a good man or a good person. That reminds me, I set out some packages to some wonderful people out in this world, and they should start showing up real soon. Okay, let's get these supports on. Now, these are my favorites because these also help hold the module together and in place. Kind of interlocks everything. So that's why I have, when you look at it, you see like two little feet coming out, or toes, I guess you might call it, tabs. I just put glue. Since I've already put glue on the table, I don't have to worry about center. Oops, left you up there, sorry. Not sure. Oh, Lordy, love the Three Stooges. You know what? Let's age ourselves. Three Stooges. My other favorite one, Little Rascals. I'd come home, I'd turn on channel 51. You know, what is it? UHF, UHF, and I would watch the Three Stooges and Little Rascals. Felix the Cat, Looney Tunes was coming out. Had some really cool ones. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Good times. I'm gluing off of that. Let's switch. So as you can see, I've put my 4 corner supports in, and put a little glue on these tabs. Oh, now make sure you get this facing the right direction. So we'll start assembling it here, and oh, I did it. That's perfect. That worked out. The one thing when I'm designing these in the program, you can accidentally grab a box or a line and scoot it without knowing it until the project's already been cut. So I had to fix a couple things, hence the second. And these are nice and flush and tight. Those look good. Those are really good. And with this material that we're using now, this frame it's super rigid. It is really, really nice. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Yes. You know what? If you don't like it, you can give a thumbs down. I don't mind. I mean, it is what it is. You don't have to. I'm an adult. I'm not going to freak out. I mean, you put a thumbs down and watch me freak out, but no. There's been some good videos out there this week too. I kind of overslept, so I didn't get the chance to really set everything up this morning, but I do have a few. There we go. Tape this up and get it tight and let it sit for just a second before we go further. And that's pretty much all it takes. Now, one thing is, like on these center supports, I like to, after gluing it, I like to pull it together, pull the tape over it. We'll take this off in a little bit, but just let it set. I mean, it's not going to hurt the function. If you don't do this and it pulls apart a little bit, it's not going to hurt connecting other modules to it. If you do it on the sides and it separates, you still have a millimeter. But we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same on the bottom. I'm assuming the way it looks is kind of foggy white, kind of like a super glue residue maybe. But I mean, what sucks is it's glued to the chassis too. I mean, if you broke the coupler and you're just trying to make it look good, yeah, I get it. But it's done to the body of the engine, so that one's going to be a challenge. If it was just to its back half or the broken part, it wouldn't be so bad. But we'll see. We'll see. But there we go. There's the frame. The frame is already assembled, and it's nice. I mean, it's already getting rigid. Oops, sorry. I mean, that's not a good looking, nice, good looking frame there. This is all for 1/4 inch material. Hope you guys got your coffee this morning. I'm almost finished. I'm gonna need another cup. If you're in Des Moines, check them out. Central Iowa Garden Railway Society. Good club. Every Sunday. Thank you. You guys think I should be doing this at 10 or 11? I think we've tried both, and I'm liking the 11 o'clock myself. You know, while we let this sit for a minute, kind of set up just a little bit, let's talk about a couple people. Yes, we're going to talk about a couple people, but in a good way. Chuck is at it again. That's a nice little. I love the engine. That is beautiful engine. Now, Chuck does both. He does HO and N scale. So he's kind of a rubber scale like me, except I don't have HO yet. It's the only one. I've got the others. Yeah, check out Chuck. I do believe I have his link down below to his YouTube channel. Really good guy. Just starting out. What do we have? We're up to 21 subscribers for him. That reminds me, I'm at 300. Hey! I know it's it's not a big number, but for me, it's kind of a small little goal, and it's awesome. It is awesome. So just hang in there, Chuck. You'll get it slowly but surely. And next we'll go to Double Diamond Railroad. He's doing some ops here. Got a beautiful setup. I'm gonna let that run for a minute. And well, that is running for a second. And you know, all the links to these guys should be down below. If not, I'll add them after the fact. I love this module. I love this one and the Canyon. I think the Canyon 6-inch drop is my favorite with the bridge. And I'm still up in the air on how I want to do that. If I want to sell it with the bridge or an add-on. All right, let's jump ahead here. All right, I think that's set up halfway decent. Let it soak in. Looks good. I do need to separate my live stream. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. And I can transition back. And I can read, good morning, Mr. Elliott. How we doing this morning, Stan? It's good to see that you're up and about. God, his layout is just beautiful. All right, back to back to building. I can sit here and watch this all day long. Again, this is Double Diamond Railroad. Check out his videos. Good guy. Good inspiration. A lot of good inspiration in his work. And one more. Who do we have here? N-scale train boy, Dennis. Dennis is I'm learning a lot from him. He's really good at weathering. I mean, everything he does is top notch, or it looks top notch. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get one of his pieces. But the weathering and everything he does, especially on the engines. This night he was working on buildings. Dennis, the only thing, I'm not gonna lie, spin your camera. I feel like I'm falling when I'm watching your videos. It's weird. Just the angle of the camera does that to me. Great videos though, and it's fun just to sit back and listen to chit chat. And if you ever have any questions when you're weathering a car, I personally would not be afraid to ask Dennis anything. All right, let's get back to this. All right, we're gonna peel just the top off. Okay, make sure it's clear around the edges. You need to get rid of that one. Yeah, that held together pretty tight, and it'll stay as long as you don't pull it apart. Let's add some glue and get this girl going. Oh, I forgot to wipe the edges. Always wipe the edges if you can, all the way around to get off that the laser dust. This seems to do pretty good without doing that. It's like putting carbon in the glue. And this will start taking shape real quick. Yes, yes. Anyone working on anything special or coming up? Any new videos out there that I should be aware of? Have I missed any cool videos? It's the one thing I love about YouTube is there's more and more people in scale, pretty much any scale train. Steve, that reminds me, Steve's Trains. He's almost to 50,000 subscribers. I mean, congratulations, Steve. That's so awesome. Okay, we're gonna set the top on now. If you look at the top, you'll notice there's a 1/4 inch and an 1/8 of an inch. So there's a difference between the two. 1/8 of an inch difference. Now I have not tested this fit. This is excuse my fat head here. At least I have my hat on. You'd go blind if I didn't. Okay, we gotta finagle it a little bit. There we go. That's a nice, snug, tight fit. That's the other thing about the laser cut modules is it will keep it square. Okay, there we go. Now, the nice thing, the way this snaps together or fits together, you don't have to worry about it being cantered one way or another. It will square itself up. We're gonna go ahead and add a little tape. So a little shameless plug here. This video is brought to you by Klawndyke. And also make sure to check out the links down below for like the videos I'm showing. Go share a little love with the other guys. Great people out in this community. Have you guys seen Ben from Ben's Train? He's a really cool dude. He calls himself a orange box or a blue box guy, so he's Lionel. But the way he does it, it's awesome. I mean, he does some really, really good videography. And he's taken me places in the different clubs I would love to see. Add a little glue. Okay, so now we got the back. We're going to put the front on. Again, the same thing here. You can see you have 2 different size notches. So pretty much it'll only go one way. And we'll just drop you right in here. Nice snug fit. So I'll work the corners in first and then come back and there we go. Snap it all in and we are good. Little blue tape to hold it all together. Any questions out there? Anything yet? See if I'm. Oh, I missed a whole thing. My thing stopped scrolling. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it, thinking, okay, nobody's talking. Boy, was I wrong. It was a joy just to film it. Yeah. Okay, so I need to go back up. Where'd I leave off at? This is where I left off at, and it stopped scrolling on me. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Yeah. not not yet. I'm not taking HO out of the equation at all. I have a building that I 3D printed and actually painted and weathered. And so I parted ways with a lot of my HO stuff so I could get into the N scale. And I kind of kicked myself in the butt for doing that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So, but I did keep a couple things. All right, we're all taped up. Thank you, Paul. Yes. For some, I know it's nothing. For me, it's awesome. 300. My next goal, it's not going to be big. It's 500. I'd love to get to 500 people. That would be awesome. Stan is doing great. Good morning, Rick. Good morning. That would actually make a good name, a fun name. Laser Dust. Oh no, it just reminded me of what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy. Is it Taserface or Laserface? It's yeah, but that'd make a fun name. Good morning, Robert. How we doing this morning? It's all good. It is all good. The nice thing, you can always come back and watch it again. Okay. Let's see, Paul. You have Friday. There will be a layout tour dropping on his. Okay, guys. So make sure to check out Paul's channel. If you're not subscribed to him, do so. And you're gonna have Bruce Ryan's Manhattan Terminal layout. Oh, one or the other. The layout is absolute. I'd love to see it. I can't wait to see it. So, and that is this Friday. Okay, Dave. This I'm working on is a double wide, and it's a 1-inch drop. So the cool thing about this is when it's all dried up, there's literally a 1-inch drop, and it's a little off from one, but the whole idea of it is it fits the pink foam, the pink foam you get like at Home Depot or Menards, places like that. Oh, I almost missed that. Yeah, this is nice and snug. I don't know if it's too tight but it goes together great. So that is actually what we're working on today. You can kind of see the drop right here on the edge. And I've had them, I've sold them. I haven't had a chance to get to the design to redo it to fit the new materials. So next we're gonna put this guy on. And we're gonna do this on the front and the back. I'm gonna put a little on this edge piece. And put a couple on the tabs. Now, if you want, you can also put a little glue. Now, it gets me messed up on occasion. So glue on the back side for here, and then you're gonna flip it over, and you're gonna put a little glue on the front side. It's just how it butts up to the base. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Actually, I'll tell you what I am looking for are the Klondike cars. They're the refrigerated, like freezer cars. Now what we'll do is we'll come back after we're done with the top, and we're going to tape these corners together. But I want to get the top done first. Yeah. I love this stuff personally. It doesn't leave a residue or anything. I've used masking tape before, but it leaves that residue. Sometimes, not always. Now, I've seen somebody using green tape. What is it, frog tape, what they call it, or something? Okay. Would you believe we're almost there? Well, that went together really nice. Put some tape on the edge. And I'll let this, once we do that, we'll let this dry, and I'm going to introduce you to my boy, Ben. So 42 minutes to say, the video kind of slows it down together. I bet you could do this module in about 20 minutes, if not less time. I wouldn't recommend putting this together if it's your first one. I mean, if you have other modules like a single, do a single first to get an idea of how this glues up. And then do something like this. Now there is a pin right here, and that lines everything up. Yeah, there's that pin, and that's a beautiful fit. Look at this. So that gives you a good idea of. I'm doing a dentist stunt here. But so yeah, as you can see here, this 1 inch fits the pink foam perfect, where it's flush all the way across. So theoretically, it's like a double. I mean, it is a double, but instead of being a double flat, now you can go down. You can cut down into the foam and come up. So if you wanted to do like a ditch, you can do a ditch and then come back up, and then you could even build up and go into a hill. You can go back down. You can go into a pond. So I mean, it creates a lot of different avenues to go with your module. That's what I love about this one. I do have this in a single, and you can tell I didn't wipe the laser dust off. Name a band, the laser dust. I like that. So we're gonna tape this up real quick. I mean, that's pretty much it for assembling. Tape just keeps it all together while the glue is drying. And once it's dry, this tight bond wood glue holds extremely well. But the next thing that'll be added to all my modules will be 2 holes on the side, one here and one here. Yeah. So we'll flip her over. And then right here is where we're going to just pull it tight on both sides. And that just makes sure it gets a nice good bond between the two. Just like a so. See, just like that. And now it keeps this corner tight all the way around. What a beautiful module with all that blue tape. You know what, now let's go to Now this is my man Ben from Ben's Trains. Um, he's a really cool cat. If I'm right, he's in the Chicago area, or no, New York. I'm sorry. So if any of my N scalers have also Lionel, you want to get into it, check him out. He's got some fun videos. This layout that he's at, apparently they're getting ready to move. That would be a heck of a chore because this layout is huge. But I love how the club members have their own cabinets and they're not closed up. You get to actually see, the engines that they store there to run. I love that idea. And this is a golden. It just looks good. Beautiful engine. I mean, it's a great showpiece. The lights kind of, it's something different. Be great for like a a Christmas train or a Halloween train with the lights. But yeah, check out Ben's Trains. He's really fun to watch. Let's see, where's my light stream? There we go. Oh, the gold one? I don't have a clue. For a collector, I guess money's not really an issue. It's just having the money available to purchase it when it's available to you. But yeah, it's a cool engine, beautiful engine. I kind of like the brass because the gold one, it's probably it'd be cool if it was gold over brass, but I have a feeling that's gold over plastic. But it still looks good. Okay, we're gonna add the inserts if I can find my Allen key. There it is. Now there's two ways to do this, and I didn't bring in the other. Is using a drill and cutting the Allen key, and then putting the Allen key in the drill, and the insert's going really fast that way. Make sure oh yeah, these fit beautiful. So throughout time, I've been able to fine tune everything. And now with this material, these going really straight. Oh, what will the? It's a secret. I've been kicking this around actually for quite a while, and it was just what materials to use and how to do it. And there's been a lot of good inspiration out there. I should use a drill. Kind of awkward. Let me spin this around. So it's focused. Let's see, a little teaser here. I know that's mean. It'll be focused for doing, like, if you're doing train shows, or like the group I'm with, Des Moines T-Track. Check them out. They're on Facebook. Do libraries, and bringing the modules is the toughest. A lot of guys, and these are good ideas. Like we'll use totes, and they'll set the first module down in the tote. Now, I forgot who it was. Designed this really cool deal that slips into the edges of the tote, and you put a PVC pipe in between, and it sits over the bottom module, so you can stack your modules without the modules touching. So I will say what I am working on is focused on moving your modules from home to a club layout, or for transit, the safest way possible. And since I have all this fun equipment, Last night, for the first time in a long time, I haven't ran my CNC, and that was fun. I got a kick out of it. And that's actually what I'll be cutting this on. It won't be laser cut. It's actually be a CNC cut, so you know the material is going to be a lot thicker. But it'll be cool. I'll say that. Hopefully in a week or two, I'll have that idea done. And then what I'll do is I'll also make a kit to where if you have an older module, or like this one that doesn't have the holes, it'll be a template and a drill for the inserts, the proper size, and I'll have those available. So you'll be able to retrofit all your previous modules if you go this route. Now on the feet. When you look at it, this is not tapered. Usually they're tapered on one side and then they have a hex on the other. Hex goes out. But you know what? The taper is not a big deal on these because these works so well. There we go. And there we go. Now I did design this one with, I had one module where the space between the leg support and the bottom was a little closer to the edge. And when you screwed your feet in, it wasn't exactly flush. Now with the new ones that are coming out, they should all be flush with the bottom. So when you do set it on a table, you're not setting it on the feet, you're setting it on the edge. Watch us from the corner. I got a corner shot for that. Does that make you feel more comfortable that you're watching from the corner? Good morning, sir. How you doing, Mr. Boone? And I like these inserts a lot better than the T-nuts, because these you literally screw into place. And that lined right up at that hole. Let's see if I'm right here. Yep, that's pretty much flush. I want it off the table. There we go. And one more. Two more. So I hope everybody's got their coffee or had their coffee. I made a mistake and drank all my coffee right at the beginning. I was up in the shop until 3 o'clock this morning. And but I was able to finish the projects that needed to be finished. Orders are all caught up. We are good. But yeah, firing up the CNC router was a kick in the pants. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Oh, cool. Lauren's Club excited on their T-Track box. T-Track box. The ones that you took down from the train show, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. That reminds me, has he had a chance to do the triple 6-inch wide module? And send me a tracking number for that engine, by the way, if you can. Awesome beans. These are on the site. They're actually up right now. I put them up yesterday. Wow, that is just, you could, I was gonna say, you could almost stand on it. I bet you could. I don't want to find out because it's such a cool module. But you know what? It's dry enough. You can actually take this tape off. So we're into it for, let's say we've been working on the module itself for, because you got when you're doing a live video, it takes away a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Love you guys. So it'll take you roughly about 30 minutes to do a module, 30 minutes or less, like Domino's Pizza, but it's not for free. Let's see here. God, that's a good looking module. I am loving the new materials a lot better. It's, I get a question a lot on how do you prepare the module for painting? You don't have to prepare it. This is paintable MDF. It's designed to be painted right onto. It's not like that other stuff. So this is like engineered MDF. You don't have to seal it. It's already sealed. That's what I love about it. It's rigid. Once you get it together like this, doesn't matter even if it was the other stuff, it'll square itself out. But I just love the rigidity of this material. It's easy to paint, easy to work with. If you want to prime it ahead of time, you know, you can. A lot of guys just go right to it. Jimmy with DIY and Digital, he did something I wasn't expecting. He took a Sculptamold, and I'm not talking a little bit of Sculptamold. He put that module through a stress test. Made a beautiful mountain out of it. But yeah, he plopped on a whole mess of Sculptamold on one of the previous modules, actually. I'm just going to leave that tape in there. But there we go. It is completed. What do you think of that? It's, yeah, there we go. Hey, guys. Oh, there's some tape under that side. But this is the double drop module. It is now on the website. I got some good news too. Keep an eye on Lucy. If you're on Facebook, I'm not sure if she has a YouTube channel. I need to double check into that. I think she does. I'm pretty sure she does. But check that out. Nice 1-inch drop. Plenty of room for foam. Like I said, you can, when you put your foam in, you can dig down in, create a pond and come up. That's what Eddie did. And he put trees on the back, fall trees. So when you looked at it from the front, the reflection looked really cool. That was a neat, simple, but neat design. All right, where are we? Yeah, I'll have inserts available on the site. You can, if you need just inserts, give me a heads up. But I also sell the pack with the inserts, the legs, the feet, and a drill. So let's say you're making your own module in your shop, and you're going to use, 2x2 blocks in the corner, and you need to drill it out to the right size, and you don't want to use those peanuts. You want to use the inserts, which I highly recommend because they're not going to pop out. Yeah, I have that kit available too. Awesome. This is great. Came together with no issues. So yeah, this is definitely up on the site. And where are we this morning? Any questions, comments, yays, nays, thumbs up? I could use it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Love you all, especially the lurkers that don't say much. That's okay. I do that a lot, especially when I'm in the shop. I'll throw up like Steve when he's on, or Jimmy DIY and digital. I'll put them up on the big screen and I'll sit back and listen to it. And work in the shop, I don't respond a lot, especially like when Dennis is on and he's doing his. Usually I'm right in the middle of putting orders together or cutting or doing something. So if I am watching your live, I'm not ignoring you. I'm actually working in the shop. That's where I spend most of my time. When the kids are at school, like right now, I'll head back out there. Let's see. Anything I missed? I need more coffee. Let's see. Oh, it's a fun place to hang out. You know what? I don't know everything about trains, or these guys out there that I talk about know way more than I do. A couple of years, 3 years ago, I was trying to get back into the hobby, but I'm limited on space, and I was looking at doing Fremo. And it's where you have a small table and you do your diorama on it, and then you connect in with other club members. Well, throughout time with the kids, I've kind of lost room in the basement, which is fine. Um, so I figured I'd go down to N scale. This way I can make my modules or my layout smaller. And that's when I ran into the Des Moines T-Track group. And they've been great people. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing the modules. I started making modules for the club, and then just grown from there. And I love it. So I'm still new at learning a lot. I love the engines. I'm still learning on the engines. One of my favorites, like the F7. That I know it's stuck in my brain. The 4884. That's a beautiful steamer. Like I love BNSF because it's Burlington Northern and Santa Fe. I have a unique story on the Santa Fe out in New Mexico just a couple years ago, 1994. um, I think it's in my Facebook someplace, but it was a interesting incident with a Santa Fe engine. I even remember seeing the war bonnet on the front of it. But it's a great place. Thank you for hanging out. Subscribe if you haven't. Every little bit helps. As you can see, I love taking my hobby. I'm able to take my hobby and my passion, which is CNC. Um, I have two large lasers and a CNC router, along with the printers and the resin printers, um, and both of those have collided, and I love it. This is awesome. Um, Also, what does this thing do? This is okay. So on the N scale, I don't have on the N scale there would be two lines. You'd have a main line and an inside line. And the idea is you put your diorama on this module. And these are set by standards, the T-Track standards. So I could take this, and when I'm done, and if I did it right, that's why I put the lines on here so everything will line up. Um, you should be able to take, let's say, if Andrew, when he builds his module, and we want to run the two together, literally they just snap together and everything will match up perfectly. That's why you have the legs, is so you can adjust the height of it to match up with the next module over. Let's say your table's a little cattywampus, well, you can adjust for the height. But yeah, the next module will click into here, and then so on and so forth. Then you do your corners. Like a starter kit has 4 corners and then 2 singles, so you make an oval. Well, you can start with that, and then when you're done, you could take, let's say I did my starter kit, my oval. I could get a double, take my 2 singles and put on one side, so it's corner, corner, single, single, corner, corner. When you come back to the front, you'll be able to put a double and insert that in. So now you've just grown your layout. And it's really cool when you go to a train show. You'll get people from all over, like here, Kansas City, Minnesota, of course, here in Des Moines, Nebraska. So it's really cool when the guys come in, um, and everyone can connect together because it's all built on a standard. The nice thing is with these is you can cut your own. Hence, that's why I also sell the leg kits. Or you could. I love laser because sometimes my hand skills with wood is not the best, and then we'll leave that as it is. So I love the laser because it's going to be square and the measurements are going to be true every time. Because when you look at it, you only have 1 millimeter of working space on each end, and you don't want to go past that. Then you'll run into problems connecting to the next module. So I hope that kind of answers that question. Nope, clicked on the wrong one. So that's what I am making. This is the double drop. Let's see. I'm not sure if he did or didn't. I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm going to leave that one alone. Hopefully it's a good thing. But love Iowa. I'm not originally from here. I'm actually from up north. I'm from Alexandria, Minnesota. But I've lived all over the place. I kind of grew up in Kansas. Still have one of my best friends is from Kansas. Lived out in California, New Jersey. So, and no, I'm not an army brat or anything like that. It's just, that was my choice. Because it's different. Every place you go is different. People are different. I just want to go out and see the United States. I always enjoy going to Carroll, yeah. Dedham. I haven't been to Dedham, Iowa? But I hear it's good. There's also a couple good cheese places just down south of Des Moines. They make all their cheeses, and they're good. Oh yeah, Dave definitely knows I do hex track. Dave, Mr. Smith, he put together the hex track. USA. It's a Facebook group on Facebook. Search it up. Just looking for hex track. I still got some goodies here. This is anyone wondering what hex track is? Literally, it's a hexagon, and I have it marked out. You can put curves in here or a straight, and then you can connect them up. I think it's a cool concept. This is my, I guess, 2-level. So you can run your tracks through it, and this one kind of gives that enclosed bridge feeling. You can close them up or do whatever, dress them all up. But there's a second level. When I sell these, I give little piers, so you can go from one to the other. But these are really cool. And Mr. Smith designed. This is neat. These are neat. I don't know if you ever got it, but thank you so much. These are like your backdrops. So you can literally put a skyboard on hexagons. Tell me that's not cool. And I think Mr. Smith offers these. I'm not 100% sure, but I bet you if you'd ask him, he would make you a deal on these skyboards. But yeah, these are really cool. Which one? Yeah, Hex Track USA. There we go. There's a shout out for you, Mr. Smith. So look up Hex Track USA on Facebook, and then ask him about some of these. There we go. Tell me that's not a cool mini skyboards for Hex Track. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do it. Here's a winter scene. Let's see, what else do we have here? That's the forest. So it looks like he just has a couple. Oh, yeah. That reminds me of when I lived in Oregon for a while too. Drove for UPS. I was a feeder driver. That's kind of a cool scene. It reminds me of the Twin Sisters. But yeah, check out Hex Track USA on Facebook. See, and that's what I've been patiently waiting for, to be honest. Because the only thing that I am wondering is what their height, what they put for a height, a universal height. I mean, this is great. I forget what this one is. Um, it works. All these work together with mine, but I don't know if they're going to work together with anybody else's. And I don't want this to be proprietary. So if there's another person also designing these, I would like to be able to match up to his and his match up to mine. Um, just for that. So I haven't heard nothing on the standards. It was a big thing. Everyone was pushing for it, and it dropped like a lead balloon. So yeah, there's no true standards as of yet that I'm aware of. Keep an eye out here. Ask questions. I'll try my best to answer them for you. It's a cool concept, and there's some great videos out there on YouTube with the hex track. Hex tracks at the moment seems to be more popular over in the UK than the US at the moment, but I see that changing. One of my favorites is this right here, the mini circuses. Do I have one of those modules here? They're just the little dioramas. You can put it a little straight on it or a curve. These are becoming more and more popular, and I'm loving these. Let's see if you can see this. This is by Kato. Let's see. So there's your straight and your curve, and then you just connect them all up. So mine are pretty much exactly the same as Kato's, and I was given their blessing to do these. As a matter of fact, they asked if I would do them. So that's why mine and Kato's look the same, which is really cool. I love Kato USA, Leon. Great people, great company. I'd love to meet the owner. Yeah, there's a lot of good there's a lot of good information on YouTube. Check them out. It's a lot of fun. Speaking of the UK, do you ship internationally? No, not at the moment. I was asked if I would ship up to Canada and stuff. It's just the paperwork is kind of BS. It goes along with now there's more tariffs or different tariffs, but guys, that shit that's been going on for a long time. So I don't want to hear about that stuff. That's why I don't ship up to Canada. I should be able to throw it in the mail and just send it. But you know how these places are working. I don't even want to get it. So I apologize. But maybe one day, maybe it'll all clear up and everybody will be on even grounds. That would be so cool. So oops, yeah, I got a double there. Kato costs twice as much. Oh yeah, as far as their minis, there's something going on, but that I can't really say too much. But excuse me, Kato is really supportive, and especially with clubs and groups, schools. I need to find out a little bit more before I share it with everybody on what's going on. I think it's awesome, but that's another story for another day. Yeah. Likewise. Oh, 13 this morning. So for you guys that haven't watched, thank you for listening, because I know there's a few of you guys out there at work. Never thought I'd be doing kind of like a podcast deal, but this is awesome. This is a lot of fun. Let's see. And we've been at it. Oh, we're a little over. As of yet, I don't have a new outro yet, or an outro. Maybe one of these days I'll find a little bit of time to get back on there. That's why I don't do videos too much, is time. I know if I practice, I'll get more efficient at it. So I'm starting here. I love the lives because it's one of those deals. It is what it is. If I have a screw up or a mess up or a hiccup, the whole world gets to see it live, and that's fine. I'm not going to sit back and say everything is hunky dory and perfect, because things do happen every now and then. That wrench gets tossed in, but there we go. Beautiful module. I am 100% pleased and satisfied with this, and anybody that gets this for their layout, I am pretty dang sure you will be happy with it too. If you do pick them up, do me a favor, send me pictures, email me pictures. You can email me all your photos at youtube@klawndyke.com, and it's YouTube at KLAWNDYKE.com. That's a good way of getting a hold of me through this. Send me your photos. If you got videos, send me a link. That's awesome. Mr. Smith, Stan, you're more than welcome. I like to hear that. Hear that. There's no issues, no problems. Every once in a while we have a little hiccup, but usually it's not within the cut. It's because something did not get added, and it happens. We're all human. But other than that, the modules I love them, and I'm glad you enjoyed them too. I can't wait to see what you do with it next. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, my link to the website's down below. These are now available. Go get you one. I'm pretty dang sure you're going to be pretty happy with it, and it's a beautiful platform to start a diorama on. And again, send me those pictures. On that note, guys, it's been a wonderful morning. I'm waking up, but I'm still going to go get another cup of coffee. Have a good one. Friday night, Andrew and I will be live with Tech and Trains, or Trains and Tech. I keep getting it mixed up, but I love it. We just literally sit back and BS and talk about tech and trains. Apparently I'm the techie guy, and as you know, Andrew is way more knowledgeable on trains and stuff. So yeah, come hang out, and we'll see you then. On that note, you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. I'm glad April 1st is over with, and now we can move on. Oh, thank you, Mr. Smith. The more you get, the bigger you grow. All right, guys. You have a wonderful day. Take care. Be kind.